Hey, ooh, that hurt. Hey, what's up guys? Today's video is going to be common misconceptions people may have about someone with a chronic illness. With a chronic illness, no 2 days are always the same, so you could do something a million times over and do it correctly. Other times you may make mistakes, or you just can't do it as well as you would like to. Cooking tea, for example, may be something that is a hard task to do with a chronic illness. You may have come home from a long day at work and find that you just don't physically have the energy, or you're too sore to be able to cook tea properly. So you do a quick microwave meal or a quick oven meal, but that's okay. You can't be expected to perform these tasks every single time. Some days it's just easier to have a takeaway or have a pot noodle or something simple, just because that's all you can manage. And we have to kind of cater for these sort of things when those days strike. It doesn't make us lazy, it doesn't make us like we just can't be arsed, it doesn't mean anything like that. We just physically can't bring ourselves to do it sometimes. It may set us into a flare or excruciating pain for the following days. For the sake of cooking tea, I'm sure you can manage without having a full cooked meal every single day sometimes. Another misconception that I quite frequently get is that, oh, but you've gone out, so you must be fine. You can't be that bad then. Well, actually no, that's not always the case. Sometimes I get bad stomach pains when I'm out. Sometimes I just get my general joint and body pains when I'm out. Just because I'm having a nice time doesn't mean that I'm suffering any less. I've just gotten really good at hiding it. That's all. That seriously is all it is. I'm not lying, I'm not making it up, I'm not putting it on. I'm just good at putting that mask on. As soon as you mention that you have a chronic illness, someone always pipes up and asks, have you tried yoga or eating better? As if that's a magic cure for everything. While I'll agree that there are diets that can help reduce symptoms, like FODMAP diet I think is the one that can help reduce inflammatory, I'm not 100% sure on that. And yes, yoga can alleviate some pain, but for some people that means that they have even more pain the following day. Unfortunately, yoga and eating healthier doesn't always mean you're gonna get better. It's not a plaster that you put over the top of your chronic illness. It's really not. Yes, having a healthy diet can contribute to making you feel better, like with anybody else, but it doesn't cure your chronic illness. It really doesn't. I touched upon this slightly on one of my other videos, but wearing makeup means that you're not chronically ill or you're not suffering. I'm wearing makeup. I went out today, but I'm suffering now. Yes, I'm making this video, but that doesn't mean that I'm not suffering any more than I usually would. I don't get why people take such offence to you wearing makeup. You're not, again, I keep going off on this, but people just always want to find a little loophole in what you're saying to try and catch you out, as though you're lying, as though you're making it up. That wearing makeup automatically disqualifies you as being labelled as chronically ill. Like, seriously, what on earth? Yes, sometimes we like to wear makeup. Are we not allowed to feel good at the same time? Apparently we have to fit into what society's standards of what disabled people should look like to qualify. I know plenty of people who are chronically ill or not that either wear loads of makeup, don't wear loads of makeup, or can be arsed sometimes and can't be arsed sometimes. Like me, for example, I wear makeup probably twice a week, and that's usually to film these videos that I put out for you. But there's going to be times where I'm not going to put makeup on for them. I'll get there someday, I'm sure. On one hand, I do kind of get it. You can't want to make yourself look pretty but then say you're in loads of pain. Sometimes I'll be having a bit of a down day and I'll think, I'll pick myself up, I'll make myself look pretty. Great, put some makeup on, do my hair, and then that's that. That's as far as it goes for the day. I've sat there in my pyjamas looking like a right dickhead because I wanted to put a bit of makeup on and I've pushed myself too far, and I'm sure that's the case for a lot of people. On the other hand, you can wear a full face of makeup all day, like I have today, and still be chronically ill. It doesn't mean that your label just drops off the face of the earth. Positive thinking will make you get better. Oh, this one does my head in. Apparently, if your brain is in a mindset of positive thinking, your symptoms will go away. While I get that with some psychosomatic symptoms, yes, positive thinking may help reduce those, but for the most part, that's not the case. Unfortunately, I'm in pain no matter if I'm positive or if I'm negative, and I've had to accept that. Being told to think positive when I've had to change how I work and how I learn things and how I react to stuff and how I accept myself based on this diagnosis, to then be told that positive thinking will undo all of that. No, I've just accepted it. That's the end of that. Like everybody else, we just accept that this is our life now, and that's the end of it. Yes, stress can be a factor to some illnesses, but then it's not always the case either. We don't look like we're in pain. Do I look like I'm in pain right now? No, probably not. But what you don't know is that my joints hurt, especially my arms, as we saw earlier. My face keeps twitching on and off. I don't know if it's been noticeable, but it has been. And my leg's dead. Can you see any of that? No. So don't assume that just because you can't physically see people's pain, that doesn't mean that they aren't suffering. The last one, which is probably the one which gets on my nerves the most, is being able to stay at home all day is just the dream. I wish I had a life like yours. So much to unpack with this one. Being at home all day doesn't mean squat. While my fiance is at work for 8 hours, I can do the housework for a couple of hours. I'll be working, or I could be asleep. I could be watching Netflix. I could do some housework later on. I could film some videos. Maybe. Another day, I've woken up, I feel like crap, and all I've done that day is watch Netflix. For someone like me who gets cabin fever but can't physically go out, it's hard. I want to be out in the sunshine. I want to be out socialising, but sometimes I can't. Doctor's appointments are a frequent thing for me and for many others with chronic illness. But that's not at home. Sometimes people are lucky and get it to their house, but not most people. We have to physically go outside and go to the doctors. It's not always easy as just staying at home. Yes, from my social media it may look like I'm at home quite a lot, because I am, and there's no shame in that. I have to do what's best for me. I've had comments in the past about it made directly to my fiance, and it was shocking. I'm not even going to go into the details of it because I can't, it gets me so riled up. But it was about the same thing. She stays at home all day. What does she even do? I bet she doesn't even look after you. At the end of the day, it's between me and my fiance about what we do. We know what the crack is. We know the score. And that's that. It's nobody else's business. I do what's best for me. We do what's best for me. We do best for each other. And that's how it goes. My struggles are sometimes harder than other times. Sometimes they're a bit easier, but like anything else, life goes on. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry that it was a bit more ranty than usual, but these sort of things do get me a bit fired up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please smash a big thumbs up if you did. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below if you want to see more from me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!